Okay, first of all, story behind the band name.
Story behind the band name is I was in a band with Mark, kind of with people we didn't really like. I went away, had some kind of female problem as well, so it was an emotional time. I wrote the album away on my own where nobody knew where I was, and one of the songs I wrote was LostAlone, and that seemed to sort of the band when I came back.
Okay.
There you go.
You've toured with some huge bands in the past, such as MCR, 30 Seconds to Mars. How has that been touring with massive major artists?
That's really nice. They're all the nicest thing about all those tours would be that they've specifically asked for us to play with them.
Really?
Yeah, rather than like the way it can work, which is where labels will, you know, this works for us in terms of we're on the same label or something like that. Yeah, all about Mike Hem, Paramore, 30 Seconds to Mars all asked us to tour with them because they like our music. So that was already a great start. Wait for this guy to go.
Yeah.
Quite funny. Keep him rolling, quite funny. You should film that guy.
We know you.
Yeah, so it's been great the fact that they've actually personally requested us to play with them. And good mates with them all and stuff, and it's like, you know, obviously it's great for the band, you know, band from Derby, you get asked to play big arena tours with bands that are already successful. So yeah, so it's been great. I love playing them big shows as well. Really fun.
Yeah, it must be fun.
Yeah.
And Gerard actually produced your second album.
He executive produced it, which is for the uninitiated. I'm sure you guys know because you're kind of doing courses, but he didn't actually do anything in terms of in the studio, like sitting there producing. His role, like in a film, was me and him were sending. I did like 100 demos, and I was sending them to him every weekend. In fact, I sent them all in one weekend, and then he giving feedback on what he thought were the best ones, what we should actually record. Then he actually put us in touch with. We were produced by two guys, and he was fundamental in putting one of them in touch with us. So it's more of like a kind of overseer, kind of guiding guy. But musically, it wasn't involved. It was just more like basically, as I love your band, I want to, you know, give you guys a bit of a hand. So yeah, it's great, very valuable, very creative guy.
Do you think that your second album was like a big turning point?
Yeah, definitely, because we'd had a load of like problems on the business side of it between our first and second. So we'd not really done that thing where our first album got loads of great like acclaim, and then we didn't really do anything because we were tied up in some stuff. So our second one, we actually got to release it. All the press across the board just getting really great positive reviews. It felt amazing, you know, because we worked so hard on it. And then yeah, got to do great touring, and it's definitely moved our band up a level. We've always wanted to be a band that kind of goes like that rather than like that.
Yeah.
You know, so you build them fans and they stay with you rather than having some big one hit and then everyone likes you for a minute. And then, you know, where we're doing it now with our new album, it's going to go up again, and we're just very happy to do that. Yeah.
You're doing really well.
Thank you.
And you're currently on the Seaside Rendezvous with FBK.
Yep.
How has it been so far?
This is day 2, and we know them guys, as in like it's great. We're good friends, and we just seem to have a few times got put on the same, like a download. We played next to each other, and we did a few things. We didn't even know them before that, but we knew they'd been, a couple of them really liked our band, and then we like got together, got friends, and then so this is just fun. I mean, we've not really spent much time together yet because we did the show in Plymouth and everybody kind of went separate ways. But now, like these next few shows, we're just kind of all doing it together. So we're all good friends. We all love Queen. We all love the same kind of music. So it's really great to be like travelling band with. It's always good to do a tour when you're with friends. So yeah, this is, and the fan bases seem to like each other. There's not been any kind of. I've seen some fan bases where they don't actually like fans of other bands, whereas everybody in the queue seems to be like making friends and stuff. So yeah, yeah.
What are some of the things you draw inspiration from when you also write?
Well, I write all the songs just by going on walks, and I don't take the instruments, so I write them all in my head, and if I can't remember it by the time I get to an instrument, then it isn't good enough. So it's kind of a good barometer for if it was a great song, you know, if you get still good in your head. But inspiration-wise, I mean, just for example, the new album, I wrote the track that starts the album, called Crusaders, I wrote after seeing the Les Mis musical, and I came out of it just wanting to be in a musical, and I wrote this song that's ridiculous. But so really, I get influenced by anything. You know, I get influenced by walking across the beach, or I don't really think about what influences you. If you know what I mean, it just everything does, as it kind of comes out in music. I never try and think too much about what it actually is.
So it's going to be a song about Seaside?
Quite possibly will be, yeah. Well, I'm spending 5 days around here, so I'm sure it might like a little sea shanty or something. Yeah.
I look forward to it. Okay. You said you had a supportive family before.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they've been like very influential on you as you've grown up?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think if you've got like, it just is a fact that a lot of bands break up because a member of the band may have a family member who is not supportive, and no matter what you say, it does affect you because you always want to kind of please your family. You know, like I don't know. When I say that, I kind of contradict myself because I think if my family weren't supportive, I'd still do it. But I think like that is a girlfriends, boyfriends, and family are the main reasons that bands split up and don't just want to keep doing it. And like we've never really even had to come across that because we've always had. Like my dad got me into music, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Queen, you know, all that. And my mum loved all Madonna, Michael Jackson, so that's like what I love, that combination. So yeah, just been totally like really supportive. It's really good. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, they love going to like you said, that Christmas show. That's a hometown show where it feels a bit big and they're very excited. It's nice to be to like Wembley Arena and stuff, so it's always cool. Yeah.
And you've recently been making your third studio album. How has the music making process been different from the last one?
Been absolutely identical.
Really?
Yeah. Not the actual recording, but I mean, like I write all the songs and I do it by just going for walks and hear stuff and then I put it down. And the way we make songs is I write it, demo it really badly, and then let the guys hear that, and then we'll go to the studio and rehearse it. And then the actual recording was great because we made our last album in Hollywood, we made our first album in Doncaster, which was obviously a great change. But then this one, I really wanted to make the record like Led Zeppelin and stuff used to, where they go to like the countryside in England. So we went to like a really nice, it's a 300-year-old hops kiln which they used to brew beer in the middle of like Hampshire. We were just out in like this house, and so it was definitely influences. You know, there was an RAF base right next to us. So it was all kind of like a bit spooky and a bit military. So that influenced it a little bit. But yeah, mainly like I mean, I just write songs. I think it's just like you keep getting more influences, and definitely being on the road and playing bigger places. I think some of the songs may have had that's the only influence I can think that you think a bit more about playing the bigger stages and the kind of size of the songs. It definitely influenced when you've stood in for like 12,000 people or something. It definitely affects that, I think.
Okay. Do you think it's your best album so far?
Definitely, but I think everybody thinks that.
Yeah,
you know, when you do a new album, nobody goes, you know what, not as good as the last one, because it's just stupid to say that. But yeah, I mean, I think like if we ever made an album we didn't think was as bad, as good as the last one, it wouldn't be an album. It would be all not releasing it. So for me, it's the best thing we've ever done. And the people that have heard it, the reaction has been amazing. Like people like in our team and the guy producing it just kept tweeting things like, "Nobody's stupid enough to try this." that was his compliment. So yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
I've seen you quite a lot, such as the Christmas show that we were talking about, and that had a massive reaction. Do you think that the fans in your hometown derby have the biggest reactions?
I think what's interesting about that show is that I get to see the breakdown, like the promoter, and I'd say 95% of the people there weren't from Derby.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting thing, like we were talking about earlier, like when people fly from a lot of countries to them shows, and then also people travelling from around England, and hardly any of the, like I said, promoter show me PayPal receipts, and there's very few actually from Derby. So I'd say we've definitely got a great fan base in Derby, but in terms of, we seem to have quite a spread of people. We've not got millions of fans yet, but we've definitely got a spread, because obviously we've done a lot of touring around. And when we do that show, I think there's become a bit of a reputation for it now, where we always do a great Christmas show. So more and more people, that's why the venue keeps on to get bigger. So yeah, but I love being from Derby, I love all the people and stuff, but yeah, I think our fan base is very spread around, yeah.
Is Derby one of your favourite places to play, if you've got a favourite?
Yeah, it's not, well, it's weird because it is and it isn't. It's great because you feel proud playing there, and especially doing a show like that. I went to see a band in that room when I was like 14, and it's cool that we're playing there. And but when you say favourite places to play, the places that come to mind are places like Berlin or like Helsinki. Just more about obviously the fans, but also just I love travelling in Europe, and it's the greatest thing. Just being in Europe, you just travel for days, you go to the different cities, and it's just an amazing experience. So yeah, I think that I love playing. You can't really beat being in a different country and people knowing every word to a song you wrote in your parents, your bedroom, your parents' house. It's a great feeling.
Very hot.
Yeah, really, it's just really humbling, like when they're all singing it. I love it. Yeah.
What do you love and hate about Brighton?
I love the travel aspect. I absolutely love travelling around. Like I said, I love being in the back of the bus or like we're like a split van now. So you got your TV on, you got your own little seat, your table, got your laptop out, the window. You're just like travelling, and I love like you get to go to places that you would never choose as a holiday because nobody thinks to go to Kongsvinger in Norway. But I've been there and I love it. You know, or like so there's a lot of places you get to go and discover because of touring that you would have never been. Like I've been all through Finland. We did 5 shows there, so right to the top of Finland you never go. So I love all that. Hate, I can't really think of anything. I really don't. I don't have any hate towards touring. I love every aspect of it. I think in the earlier days, you know, it wasn't fun when you get to venues and sometimes the way you're treated. Like in Europe, we played our first European tour. Maximum capacity every night, 30 people max. And you got treated exactly the same there as if you were a headliner in the stadium. They're amazing. They don't care that nobody's coming. Whereas I always found in England that at the lower levels in England, you're not treated very well as bands. Whereas in Europe, that you're very much treated the way that this is the band that's travelled for a day to get to you. They're the entertainment, they're the reason anybody's in the room tonight, you get treated accordingly. Whereas in the UK, the toilet circuit as it's called, apart from some exceptions, which is brilliant, you generally don't get treated very well. So that